What do you suggest, Hitesh? क्या करें?
I think 5 minutes we can wait. It's a 4 minute now. And you started, I think, 2 minutes late.
I think we can just send the message on all the groups once that the meeting is now. So if anyone's, because it's a working day.
Can you send on all your batchmate groups, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Maybe in the meanwhile, we can introduce ourselves by the batch numbers only, our location and what company we are working for. That will help us in understanding the situation better. Yeah, Mohit.
Yeah. Good evening. This is Mohit. I belong to PRM 28. I am working with Tata Consulting Engineers and based in Dehradun.
Jhan Kalpana Krishnamurthy was there.
Maybe I have not met her.
He was the senior vice president HR.
Okay.
So that is one of the purpose, like you can understand, she is your senior and you are not knowing that. Okay, good, Mohit. You are 28 and TCE.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, James.
Yeah, this is James Joseph, and I'm PRM 8385.
Oh, you are just my junior. Show me your face, yeah.
Oh my God.
It gives me
Really
so much pleasure, no, Hitesh?
Hey, come on.
And I have my beautiful wife, PRM 5, Jyoti.
Hi.
Hi. At least like good to see both of you.
Hey, Hitesh, very nice seeing you after such a long time. I think we are
So that
probably
is
meeting.
the beauty of it, like, and we are missing this actually, this Irma Connects. We have been trying very hard.
Yeah, I see that Sanjeev Verma is waiting the next. So we are in the US. I work for a company called HTC Global Services. It's an IT services company.
Okay. So you have taken the US citizenship or you are still Indian?
Yes, I am a US.
Or you are still Indian?
And Indian citizen, both.
Yeah, we have got dual citizenship.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of your wife. I think I can recall. Jyoti. Yeah.
Jyoti,
So sorry, Jyoti. Like, but you can understand. Like after so many years, recalling the name is difficult. James.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met you though. Yeah. I don't think I've ever met you. You're in third batch. So I'm from the fifth batch, and let's see. I'm trying to focus on the camera so you guys can see my face, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So fifth batch in the US did a couple of things, and right now I'm in the real estate business.
Wow.
I do real estate, and I'm in the real estate business and mortgages. So
which location?
I'm in Michigan. Yes.
Oh.
So mortgages across the country, but real estate in Michigan.
Yeah. Nice. Next one. Sanjeev.
So popcorn it to Sanjeev Verma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitesh, can you just check where is Mohan?
I'll have to pick up my phone.
Yeah, we need him here.
Yeah, Sanjeev, carry on. Sanjeev, unmute yourself.
Unmute
Gaurav?
yourself and show yourself.
Okay, Ram Prasad Satyamurthy. Who's speaking now?
I am Ram Prasad. I am not speaking.
Now you can speak, dear.
I just joined. I have a couple of questions. One, are the NRIs or foreign citizens are eligible for this? One, A. And other suggestions are, because I've seen many other groups, people are asking about the limits. And the other part, is there any document in a shared folder somewhere which we can direct to the people? That's one. Second thing is, like, it looks to me, it's a very good policy and everyone should take it. But unfortunately, it is more of an ignorance or probably non-availability of information which is making them. It looks to me it will be difficult to achieve the deadline of 5th to reach 1,000 people. So is it any way you could extend the deadline? And few people can take the responsibility of doing some kind of a campaign and in each batch.
We can answer some of the questions right away, like policy is open for Indian citizens.
Okay.
And Richie
Okay.
is sharing most of the documents.
Okay.
Many specific questions will certainly like to do.
Okay.
And when you say it is good policy, I can tell you, like, after working for 38 years.
No, it is a good policy. No, what I'm telling, it's a good policy. The intake is low. My suggestion is, like, we need to go ahead and do campaign. Probably we need to look for a couple of representatives in each batch and going back and checking with them what is the thing which is stopping. For example, in my case, I can't take it, but there could be valid reason because I'm not an Indian citizen. Okay, like that, if you can identify the reasons, and because it's insurance is a hard sell, we need to do it. There's no other option because for the benefit of the community. So that's one. The next point I made when you got up was that reaching 1,000 numbers by 5th may not be feasible because many people need to know about it, because different fora I'm seeing different questions being raised. So my request is, like, is it possible to extend the deadline of 5th?
Yeah. So Timothy, what we are trying is, like, one of the reason is, like, we are having this call now. We are trying to reach as many people as possible. And we are going to request everyone to keep at least propagate the same for the benefit of all. On the if in case we need to extend the date, we'll be requesting United to extend the date. But right now, committing that is very, very difficult because as per the law, they are supposed to give us a 60 days window.
Okay. If there is a legal thing, that is fine. But otherwise, if it's a marketing, like it's a sales pitch, because for them also getting 1,000 policies.
We are trying.
Yeah, that's very good. Actually, I just wanted to point it out. Even if you start now, still currently I saw as of now it's around 200 or something like that. I do not know what is the figure now. But someone, like, I feel that at least a couple of people need to do a massive campaign in their own batch and understand what are the challenges, why people are not taking it. And this thing. That another point I want to make it, I don't know it's good or bad, people may hate me. Once this is done, we should not be receiving that somebody needs money for hospitalization.
That is what we are trying. We are trying to make people.
Do we need to impose it? Like, if you have honestly, let me tell you, if you have honestly someone has a problem to pay 10,000, they should confidentially talk to you or Mohan, telling that we definitely need it, but we have currently our financial position is this thing. Then you could say that there are 7 or 8 people who are not in a position to pay that money. So some of us can come forward and sponsor them.
I'm sure Satyamurthy is possible. Like,
yeah, that we should campaign it. So we should tell them, Once you do this, we take, as an alumni, we take a decision up to 5 lakh of medical bills. We are not going to help. You can't even share that kind of a mail in the group. Only thing you can do, if it's crossing beyond this policy amount, then we will pitch in. Now you don't take the policy, then come back and ask for the money as a group. It may not be a right thing, right?
Yeah. Satyamurthy, which batch you are?
I am PRM 10.
10. Okay.
So you need to have both, like, danda bhi chahiye, then so unless you tell that, those who are relaxing might come back. It's basically adaptable.
I think Subodh from the second batch has written the same.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but definitely, it's not that all of them have. Could be that genuinely there could be some problem. Always
Sure.
Saturn phase will be there in human life. So we need to allow that. If somebody is going through the bad patch, let them confidentially come to you. You need not disclose the name. You just need to take there are 7 people are there. Somebody can come forward to sponsor it, and
Sure.
somebody can say, "I sponsor 1, 2, 3." At the end
Sure.
of this period, there should not be nobody who has not subscribed to it because of the financial problem.
Sure. Now Mohan has also joined. Maybe Mohan, would you like to give a small brief, or then we can take it up further? Genesis, like you can, yeah, please.
Thanks to everyone for joining this, this meet. So this has been a long pending requirement, and we've been able to put together something. There were many offerings, and 7 quotes we received. Hardly, in spite of the pricing of the other ones, which were higher, there were, from 3 months to 6 months of waiting period, and many, exclusions almost similar to what the public sector is having. So I find that there are 2-3 concerns which we have. One is the fact that, obviously the signups are not good enough, and a little kind of taken aback by that, because 1,055 people had responded to a survey, almost 900 plus, 90%, if I remember the numbers right now, had wanted the insurance, Some of them, of course, most of them wanted a base policy, and some wanted a top-up policy. So we are also reaching out to those 1,055 separately. I mean, not separately. We are reaching out to them through the campaign. We are also sending them a separate personal communication, saying that this is what you had asked and this is what we have. And if circumstances changed, we would be, at least it will be great if, as a community, as a society, they inform us. The second concern is exactly what you are saying right now. From my perspective, I am saying from my perspective, Satyamurthy and others, that the whole point is, I personally am one who thinks that, if there is a distress, that is not a time when questions should be asked. But having said that, this initiative, unfortunately, whether if it by chance, if it fails, also puts that question before us. You had this opportunity and people have not responded. And I would feel very bad about it, because an infructuous initiative also might end up depriving people of the community help. So that is very, that's weighing heavily on my mind, more than the success or otherwise of the scheme. That is what is weighing heavily on my mind. The third thing I wanted to kind of tell all of you is, I don't know whether this really need to be told. We had kept the best interest of everyone in mind. And
Mohan,
know-
I think the need for it and whatever you're telling, it's right. I think the now is action, because we need to, you all have done it with a good intention. A lot of work has gone in. It's very good. Now we need to work on how do we get the people on board. What is the
okay,
mechanism?
so
We really respect entire IAA. You worked hard, and it is for us. For example, right on the front, when I know, when I am from UK, I know very well this policy is not. But why I'm joining is like I feel really sorry whenever I see somebody asking for, like, no, I'm in a trouble and all those. In the past, we did not have a mechanism. Now IAA has created a mechanism. So we need to see how do we make sure that it succeeds. So, and if we need to do some kind of an, because this is a campaign, I know many people may not be even opening the emails. They did not even know, because I am part of 2-3 other groups of alumni. So when I saw the questions, I was really surprised. Somebody had a bad experience with United, somebody has that, and many negative things only are coming out. We need to make sure that this is a good policy, and those who got experience already, they need to come back and do some kind of a thing. Then only we could reach that 1,000, and it is very good for the alumni.
Mhm. So yeah, so let me on that count, let me tell you, all of you. So how each of you kindly tell us how you guys can help us. But from our side, what is possible, I will tell you. We have got around 3,400 unique email IDs to which we are reaching out. We have almost 4,000 odd, there might be some 2 or 3 mobile numbers of the same person, but we have 4,000 odd mobile numbers, and we are pushing out SMS with the link to that. The mass messaging is not possible through the WhatsApp, but SMS we are sending. We are trying to connect with the batch reps. We are having this series of, this video meeting we will have for the next 4 or 5 days. Anybody can come and ask us questions. We will put together another FAQ of, of the questions that has come up. We will respond to that. But as you rightly said, that is all right. We have a policy, there will be some trade-offs. I'm not saying it is the best policy and everything is covered, etc., etc. But this is one of the best you can ever get. And we are trying to put that across in the communications we are getting. What else is required is something which you people have to tell me. What is that? Why is the gravy not flowing? What is it that we are not doing right? We are not able to figure this out. Yeah.
Mohan, just a second. Can we run through our introduction so that later on it'll be easier for us to understand?
Yeah. So introductions means
the name, where the person is joined from, and which batch it is.
We can just
okay.
ask,
Yeah.
let them ask the questions now, because we don't have that much time.
We'll do it very fast. Please, we'll collect the data, we'll be reaching them better.
Okay, so let me start. I'm CP Mohan. I am from the first batch, and I'm part of the IAA and currently in Kerala. Yeah, Hitesh.
Yeah, Hitesh from PRM 3, and it was that's all, like Pune.
I'm Ramprasad Satyamurthy. I'm from PRM 10. Right now, I live in the UK.
I'm Richie.
I'm Daphne.
From PRM 26, based in Pune. Go, Daph.
I'm Daphne from PRM 33. I'm based in Mumbai. I've been looking forward to the policy actually, and I have a few questions which we'll take up.
We'll be answering all. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, Mohit.
I am Mohit from PRM 28.
Based where? You are based which place?
I am based at Dehradun.
Okay, I think I spoke to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Sanjay. Next, Sanjay, Gaurav, Sandeep, your batch number. Batch number as well that we have. Oh, sorry, company as well. It'll help us.
Hi, Gaurav Singhi, PRM 30, based in Delhi, working with National Medical Commission.
Okay. Next.
Hi, good evening. Anshul, PRM 22. I'm based out of Bangalore.
Working for?
ICICI Bank.
Okay. Lots of people in ICICI. We require someone from the ICICI to propagate in ICICI Bank. Okay. Next.
I think Hitesh, better way is like when they ask the question, they
Okay.
can tell their thing. That because that will also because she
Yeah,
had
yeah,
Daphne,
well,
Daphne
let's
had
be
shared
efficient.
questions. Yeah,
Hitesh,
Daphne
let's
had
be
questions.
efficient on time. Let's say
Yeah.
efficient
Okay.
on time. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
go.
my biggest concern actually is that when I checked the claim settlement ratio of UII, it showed me 78-79% for the health insurance policy. And this is one of the biggest concerns, because you will pay all your premiums, but then
Definitely, this question came in some other forum, alumni forum. Actually, one of the person from Rajasthan alumni group, Jaipur alumni, he had very good because he had this kind of this thing. What he says is that he had what based on investigation about up to 70%. In the case of medical insurance, the claim ratio is around 70-72%. The reason being because of the again knowledge of the policy holder, because they expect them like it covers all the things, whereas they have not read the policy document. So that is after that I went ahead and did an investigation. When I read on the social media, all this entire internet research, it looks like 70-72% is the ratio which is hovering among other people. Main reason being the ignorance or the expectations of this thing. They take the policy thinking that it will work. One. Second thing, that a majority of the times the policy will just take it after the pre-existing, which they don't declare it. Like last minute they go and there are many reasons why this 30%. I'm not propagating UI. I just trying to educate the people. Educate the people.
I'm assuming that all the insurance companies would go through the same whatever process of onboarding, right? But
exactly.
Yeah, so we see a 90-95% with some other companies, but we see a 79% with UII. So that is
Yeah.
my concern, that if we can have,
If you got someone at 92, then definitely. But what I read was the average in India is that, because when I average in that, if you have someone 92, definitely that is better benchmarking. Then we need to question on this point. But what I read was it is on the standard distribution.
no, so there are at least 3 or 4 policies that I've checked that are above 90%.
Oh, that's good. Okay, then we need to question that.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the better brands, not the newer brands. So the better brands that are above 90%.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was one. Like, I've been actually looking forward to this. I don't have a medical. I don't have a.
Yeah. Company medical policy. Yeah. Okay.
No, and I have my own venture. So basically, I've been looking forward to this to IAA. And
yeah.
Mohan, would you like to answer or should I? Mohan?
I think Mohan call dropped off, looks like. Yeah, he has dropped off. Well, some problem.
Okay.
Let me have
Mohan has come.
what's the name? I'm
Daphne.
See, we can do all the research on the claim settlement as well as the ratios and all. This is the policy we have, and we have tried with a large number of people. We have put out the the comparative statement. For a price, probably we will get some others with and without different things. So as of now, if you want another company with a claim settlement ratio, we can go through the whole process and get a separate set of quotes and see if somebody with a 90%. In fact, there are some, there are also 110% in 1 or 2 cases where they have overstepped during the COVID period. So we can go through that. So the whole point is, one is a general claim settlement, The other thing is that it's extremely difficult to, when genuine claims are not settled or repudiated. That's where the kind of follow-up comes in. What we can only tell you is that we have not yet decided on the TPA. Why we are waiting on the TPA is because we would like to see the geographies where there is a larger concentration of the people who will take the policy. Once we know the geographies, we will look for the maximum number of hospitals, network hospitals, in the places where more number of people are there. And then we will work with the TPA to see that, they have a better, we follow up with them. And one of the reasons why we have this digital platform is that one of their services, we have tried to put it down in the FAQ, we have a detailed contract with them.
Yes.
And it says that apart from the TPA doing it, the digital platform actually follows up with them and try to do some more follow-ups. We do not have a broker in this particular deal. If we had a broker, the broker would have also pitched into, to follow up. But here we have opted for a direct deal. Because we failed with New India, who had given us New India, for example, is the largest insurer in health in India. But they gave us a quote which is actually higher than this in certain cohorts. But then they rescinded because they have this, all the 5 people had got a letter from the government of India on the 8th or 6th of, in the beginning of April, asking them to sign up on an MOU with the government on performance because of the heavy claims that came during the COVID. And they rescinded the claim. Hitesh went all the way up to Bombay, met the general manager operations, talked to him, tried to persuade him. We wrote letters saying that we are part of the Amul and stuff like that. But somehow that did not work. And so we started looking for other options. A week, he's here in this, helped us a lot. We ourselves reached out to public sector, other public sector, and we got quotes from the Oriental through a broker. We got the United from ourselves, we managed directly. And surprisingly, we were able to leverage a vanilla rate, age neutral rate, which is the same rate from 0 to 80 years of age, which is unheard of in the system, for an adverse selection policy on top of that, because it's not 100% thing. So what I'm trying to tell all of you is that we can have all the doubts in our minds as much we can. But if you really want to go ahead, we really need to go ahead. We need to trust that, when somebody has put in, and, this is an exercise which started about, and to me, it's primarily a dedication to Neeraj Lal than more than anything else, because I was mentoring him, very close to him. And that's what actually provoked me to get into this. I'm not making an emotional appeal, but I'm trying to tell you that these questions at this point in time, some of what we are writing is, one, I think it is redundant. My apologies. I'm just being upfront about how I feel about the whole thing. And also, quite unanswerable, because what we have is the one quote which we have. If you don't want that, see, there is no way we can improve on this.
Okay.
We can get services better. We can try to talk to them. And the good point is that we are a heavily networked community. That's one thing I can tell you. We have a highly networked community. We at the IAA are now trying to put together a list of all the IS and IPS officers amongst us. The reason being that whenever leveraging becomes necessary, networking becomes necessary, when some kind of a reach out becomes necessary, we know where to go. So this is what we are trying to do at the back end. Now, if you say, like, somebody, if you ask me, I can tell you what is in this policy. Now, if you ask me what is not in this policy and what do we do about it, we do nothing about it. You get what I'm trying to say.
Sir, I get what you're trying to say, and I'm not questioning the policy. It's undoubtedly the best that we have, even if you try to compare it to the other policies.
What's your full name?
Daphne Albuquerque, sorry.
Daphne. Daphne, I'm not, this is not aimed at you at all. I'm looking at a large number of questions that come. Question seems to be Googled up in a lighter vein. But what my point is that it's not about you. It's not about you. Absolutely not about you. In fact, we have taken a policy decision, a personal decision at every single one of us that we are not personal in this, as office bearers. Absolutely not personal. We have shown, and I think we have gone by that. So it's not about personal. What I'm trying to say that when you say it is 70, I am not really sure whether exactly that is, because there are multiple things.
Mohan sir, can I address this part?
Yeah, please.
Claim settlement ratio of UAI as in the line.
Mohan, Avik is.
Avik, come in quickly.
Yes, just
Avik has a background in the insurance. Avik, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, so I am presently working with IFCO Tokyo, and I'm based out of Calcutta. And I previously worked in ICICI Lombard, and my entire experience is in the group insurance or the corporate insurance policies only. So, Daphne ma'am, coming to your question, I would like.
We lost him.
Largest of group policies.
Avik, please come again. No, Avik, hold on. Can you just come again?
Yes. So, United India. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible.
So, United India presently, among all the insurers in terms of volume, they do, or the corporate policies, they are around at 5th or 6th position among all the insurers in the country. The 70 to 73% of claim settlement ratio that you've said is absolutely correct, but there is a caveat to it. This is a mixture of both the retail policies and the corporate policies as well. So in the corporate sphere, United India, in the corporate or you can say the group insurance or group health policy sphere, United India, according to my knowledge, is around close to 90. It's not at 90. It's very near to 90, somewhere in the range of 88 to 90%. So you can be rest assured, because there are many big corporates in India where United India is presently servicing the health policies. One that I can recall right at this moment is West Bengal State Electricity Board. They are servicing the policy for about 2 to 3 years. They are servicing it well. I have tried to get into it, could not do it. So as once building on Mohan's words, since we are a networked organization, we would try to leverage the power of networks in this case. But I can assure you that when it comes to dealing with the group policies, the claim settlement ratio of United India is considerably much higher. It will reach around 90, not 90, but close to 90.
It will be almost as good or as bad with all government organizations. And in the case of private, the rates go up. We have been very careful in choosing the affordability as well. Okay, any other more questions?
Yeah, I would like to add one thing here. My parents, so my dad is 76 and my mom is 74. They also have a health insurance policy with United India, and they are currently paying a premium of close to 80,000 right now per annum. My mom, got a hip bone replacement done about 2 years back, and we personally did not face any problems with the reimbursement. So, meaning I personally feel that, if we go in for this policy for my mother and my father, we pay like 18, 19,000. I mean, if you compare that with 78,000, that's a huge, huge gap.
Right.
And yeah, meaning, and personally, I have not faced any problems with United India. But of course, you know, that's just my one case.
Gautam, you can also share your experience on the group so that people.
Yeah, meaning, so my mother's used her policy twice. Once in 2015 when she came down with cancer, and the other time in 2020 when she got a hip bone replacement. And meaning we didn't face any problems at all. I think it was quite smooth, and the only thing is that we pay a bomb for their insurance, right? And
But in this case,
exactly. Meaning in this case, the premium comes down from 78,000 to somewhere close to 20,000.
Right.
Yeah, which is a huge relief.
Okay. Thanks, Gautam, for sharing that.
Yeah.
Nice experience.
I have a question.
Please.
Yeah, it's with regard to Aadhaar, mandatory Aadhaar number. You know, there are very many who may not be having Aadhaar number of their kids. And it takes at least 15-20 days to get it once you apply for it. So in my case, I have just applied for Aadhaar yesterday only, and it will come later on. By that time, you know, that this period of that restriction 5th of November, 5th will go. So in such cases, what are the ways left to a person like me? Because there is no late entry allowed.
Yes, yes, absolutely right. So, Ruchi, let's take this on board. This question, it is very relevant for the kids.
Okay,
so we have an option. 1 minute. We have an option. You know, the original option was to upload the photographs of every member, every life covered. You know, not just the policy holder, but the photograph of all the members. We're finding it difficult to do the data management on a digital platform with 5 or 6 photographs for every application. But on a residual basis, you know, on an exceptional basis, what I will do is, you know, we will ask the digital platform people to enable that as an option wherever the Aadhaar is not there. And wherever such cases are there, I would encourage you to reach out to us before you kind of pay up. Because as you said, till the 16th, we will still manage. You know, we will, you know, the management means we'll have to pay back the premium to you and come back, in which case you lose 100 rupee plus GST plus the gateway charges and all of that. So what we will do is we will open up this opportunity, the option of the photograph.
Yeah, much better.
What they're saying is that the claim settlement becomes very, very easy if you have a identifier on the card. Because they are worried about issues of impersonation and all. And one of the reasons why repudiation takes place. So that is the reason. So we will work on this.
Mohan, just to add on to this, in our discussion, we also said that for now we can give some kind of an ID card.
Yeah.
It can be a birth certificate from the hospital, and eventually then you should have an Aadhaar at least when you are making a claim, so that later on you don't get into trouble.
That was clarified with Mukesh Pundrik's.
So Aadhaar updation is possible later on. That is what you're saying.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So the photo option we will opt as a request all of you to be. See, Mohit, you understand now. See, the moment we say something, and if everybody opts for it, we have a problem on that.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so that is the reason. But we will make this photo option. We will immediately. Can we get Shashank?
In my case, sir, yesterday only I had applied for it, but the people said that it will take 15 days at least to, you know, issue Aadhaar number.
You will get it faster.
Yeah.
Where they are asking for the Aadhaar number or the Aadhaar upload. I forgot.
Aadhaar number, I think. Aadhaar number.
Number only. Okay.
Okay.
Is there an upload option? I forget.
No.
I have not explored beyond that. I have reached up to that level. So that's why I have reached out to you.
No, Mohan, what is required for the self is a upload. Even that for us, even Aadhaar was, we had to upload the photograph only.
So what you do, take a, four-way picture, a picture of all the 4 or 5 people or 2 people in one photograph and upload it. We will work on it.
Okay.
Mohan, there's another valid question has come in the chat. Since I got some knowledge about this topic, probably I would. Hitesh told me that only Indian citizens are allowed. Probably this is reason because of the risk of that. But those people who, many of us, we got foreign citizen and OCI, overseas citizen of India. If we live in India, they cannot exclude, right? Probably somewhere the understanding is not correct. Probably that is based on residency. They should be thinking about giving this policy rather than the nationality. So that could be one of the questions we need to, because that might also improve the numbers.
Hitesh, what I would say, actually, why don't so the NRIs, there are no issues. As far as the West are concerned, they have to upload their photo, and they cannot claim a treatment outside of India. In any case, nobody can.
Nobody, yeah.
At least for those who are primarily targeting their
Parents.
dependents in India.
Fathers, yeah.
Dependents in India. What I request is, if there is an address required, give the dependent's address, your photograph. Only thing is that you have to be the member, the IRMA alumni necessarily have to pay up that 4,850 plus tax, because the option of non-member option is not there.
Okay, but question is, Mohan, if the contract says in that only all the members should be Indian citizens, the word Indian citizens.
As of now, it doesn't say.
Okay, that's good. That's good, because that can exclude us when we go for the claim.
At least the information, what they have shared with us does not say. It says alumni.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Probably because many of the people are asking that question.
So we will once again get back to them.
Okay.
I note it down. I'll ask you
this question pertains to family photograph. Is it also required to be uploaded by 5th of August?
Yeah.
At the time of registration, yes.
So, as of now, I am in Dehradun. My parents are in different city, my hometown, Gaya.
Look here. Ask them to take a selfie on the mobile and send it to you. If it is not clear enough, that can be corrected later on. Something you give.
Okay.
You understand? If suppose
no,
we'll give a better photograph later.
Jokingly, I can tell you another things like workaround. They can take their photo and you have your photo. You can go to any of the Photoshop guy. They will combine both of them. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there is only one,
I was thinking about that only.
Can we move to the next question, please?
Yeah.
Next question. Yeah.
Sir, Anshul here. I have actually taken the policy, completed the procedure, but I didn't get any option of uploading family members photograph. It was only mine which was asked.
Yeah. As of now, it is programmed for your photo and the Aadhaar number of your family members.
Understood.
So why the Aadhaar is required? The Aadhaar is not for the purpose of Aadhaar. Aadhaar is for unique identification when they go for a claim. It is not mandatory, like somebody had asked in some of the groups. It's not a mandatory requirement. It is, we had decided that one of the most common identification document currently available is Aadhaar, because of the various reasons why Aadhaar is there. So otherwise, driving license, this, that, etc., would have become a big issue, because you cannot, then you have to upload it again.
Okay.
Any other document, you have had to upload the copy. This was to do with a number. That is all. It was our decision.
Okay, next question, please.
I have a question. I know Mohan's already answered it on WhatsApp, but I just want to ask it nevertheless a second time. So like I said, my mom's got cancer once earlier. So meaning the only reason why we are still continuing with their medical insurance despite the high rates is because of her medical history. So I presume that when the contract says no waiting period, that means all diseases that they've had, prior to the insurance will be covered right from day one. Yeah.
Yeah. When there is no waiting period, it automatically means that you have a situation and then you go. We have asked them in person on this, and they have said that is what it means when you say there is no waiting period.
No, but Mohan, it should be no pre-existing illness. That should be the clause. Because there's no difference. No waiting period is different from the pre-existing illness. No waiting period. Basically, the moment you got pre-existing illness, they may reject for that particular illness, but they are covered immediately. So if pre-existing illness is not covered.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me, this is, they have not spelt it out, but what I'm trying to tell you is that if you look at the sector, if you have a PED, generally, they do not give you a policy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So as far as this policy is concerned, they have not told us to exclude people. They have not asked us to declare PED so that they can exclude you. They have given you an entry for PED without telling that PED is not allowed. And on top of that, they have said there is no waiting period. So technically speaking, PEDs are included because they should have said PEDs will not be paid. Otherwise, we cannot give, we need not take a negative interpretation in the sense that something which is silent will not be allowed, because this is we are saying from our personal understanding of it, but the document does not say that. And document also does not ask for a declaration of PED or a doctor's examination.
Probably Mohan, we have got somebody on the line who's an IFCO Tokyo person who has a lot of experience in this. Yeah. Whether not mentioning in the also is an automatic an assumption or is legally correct.
No, sir. Do not worry. We have also asked this to the concerned at the United India Insurance, and they have also clearly told us that all the diseases are covered from day one. And there is no, waiting period, and all pre-existing diseases will be covered. So you can be rest assured, sir, because we have heard this from United. Don't worry.
Basically, somebody was asking in the chat, Josna Yasra, that about pre-existing. Probably she needs more clarification. Josna, you can ask if you need more clarification.
Yeah, thanks, sir. So CP Mohan, sir, it's actually a similar question that Gautam was mentioning. One, whether the pre-existing conditions are covered from the day one. And the second thing is the premium for family members who have pre-existing conditions, does it differ based on the family members who are there?
No, there's no difference in premium.
No difference. Okay.
No,
Thank you.
Josna, and for everyone, there is a family concept here. And the premium goes from 4,850 to 19,876 or whatever, I may be wrong on the 10th.
Understood.
And there is some averaging which has taken place. Like, for example, if you take self plus 2 parents and self plus spouse plus 2 children plus parent, there is, you may end up paying the same premium in certain cases. The moment parents come in, there are certain price points where 4 lives and 6 lives are priced the same. Those kind of an averaging has taken place in this actuarial computation based on the survey data we give them. So what we have given them is the survey data. the age groups of the proposer. Again, we do not have the age group of the members to give them the demography, but they constructed, on the basis of certain assumptions. If somebody is 40 years of age, they assumed that the parent would be 20 plus and the spouse may be within the range of 5 minus, and the kids would be accordingly a particular age, and therefore 0 to 25 and such. So there has been actuarial computation behind this whole policy pricing based on some of the demographics that we've given. And so apart from that, there is no loading on anything else. So all of you can rest assured the price is exactly what it is, not a penny more, not a penny less. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. This is helpful.
We have 6 minutes. Anyone else?
Sir, I have one question. Can we, is it possible for us to get a sample policy schedule for the proposed policy?
What would we have, what would that mean?
So the policy document wherein the terms and conditions would be there stipulated.
By and large, you know what it is. This is, we have put out what we have on, and we will also try to come out with an
given option to give more policy more thing. We will evaluate about tell that it is may not be the actual policy. It might change, but by and large, that standard document, which probably you could ask them to.
Standard document.
Go through it. That is the policy. It will give you a fair idea of the policy.
But there is also a policy document that has been shared, which is around 34 pages. So does that apply? Is that for this policy, or is it a general one?
No, that is a what is it known as? It's a prospectus. What I don't know. I forgot what the name is, but I don't think that is.
Okay, because that one mentions that there is a 4-year waiting period on pre-existing diseases and all of that. So I think that's where the confusion.
No, that is not correct. That is a given normal one.
Right.
If I may just ask you, Daphne, where did you get that document?
On the entrepreneurs group. I just messaged you. I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
So because see, please understand, whatever documents you are referring to, everything that we are sharing, all the documents are on the website. Beyond that, there is nothing that I have shared. Please do not refer to documents which have not come from an authentic source. I sincerely request you.
Okay.
Okay. Just adding one more point. Sorry, go ahead, Mohit.
Yeah, one more question. Will a premium paid certificate be issued to the insurer to claim any income tax benefits?
At the appropriate time, yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next question.
Income tax benefit, Hitesh. We will come back to the community on this. If we are able to generate a individual policy certificate, there is, what is going to happen is there will be one group policy, one policy, but it is possible to generate group, individual certificates. Whether that includes the number, I'm not sure, the amount that is paid. But having said that, for most of the people who are in the, up to about 20 lakh, 25 lakh, etc., most of those claims are on declaration basis. I agree with you that, you're expected to have a backup document and all that, so if you're paying for your premium, health premium, to that, whatever is the limit that is applicable, I don't see any reason why you should not claim it under the declaration column.
Next question, please.
Sir, this is an input from my professional experience. As I told you earlier that I work with a bank. And because we have a group company which is offering the health insurance, Lombard. So on the corporate side, I engage a lot in terms of first time issuances and renewals when the corporate decides to have the life insurance, health insurance policies for its employees. So the experience is that if you have a policy running in, the option of changing an insurer, the insurance company, is available to you and is much easier. I'm linking it to the query that Daphne had put up in terms of the claim ratio. If your experience in the first year is, let's say, hypothetically, not that good, because you have a life policy, you will have an option of changing the insurer and negotiating on the premium, because the previous premium availability will form the basis of the next negotiation. If you don't have a policy, then the obvious problems of having not started anything will come into picture. So I think we need to make a start, experience it, as we heard from one of the people who are working in the insurance field, that the group policies have higher claim ratios because of the obvious reasons, and that may provide us comfort. Even if the experience at the end of 1 year is not good, hypothetically, we have an option of going ahead and negotiating better ones at that time.
For the benefit of all, like I'd like to share one very good positive point about this is the premium is fixed for the next 3 years. It's very difficult to get that sort of offer from anyone.
I would like to ask one question. I presume it was there in the document, but I cannot recollect. So let's say right now it's me and my parents who take this policy. Then does that mean that over the next 3 years, none of my other family members can be covered by this policy?
As soon as you go get married or have a kid, have your things entered within a month, you will be allowed.
No, but I already have children who are 10 and 6 years old.
You can get them insured now as well, like.
No, but if I want to introduce them into the policy next year, is that a possibility?
No, that won't be possible. If a newborn baby is there or new brought wife is there, then they can be admitted. Yeah, Ravish, Sankalp, Gaurav, anyone else? May
Can I just come in here?
Please.
I will try to share my screen, but I will post a link here. You see, Daphne and all the others as well, when you're looking at the claim settlement ratio, there are 30 health insurers, private health, 30 health insurers who use the TPA, and 5 standalone insurers. There are only 5 standalone insurers. Max is one, HDFC is another, Star is third. There are 2 more who do not use a TPA. So there are only 5 people who do not use a TPA. The rest use a TPA. So if you look at the TPA settlement rates, one that has been suggested to us is the Vidal. The Vidal's TPA rate I'm seeing on the UIIC website is for group insurance. The settlement rate is 92.8%. No, overall, their settlement ratio is 92.8%, and number of claims repudiated is 2.99% in the year 2021. So we will also be using the services of a TPA. As I said, we will factor all of this and the geography. So I can share this on the chat. People can quickly kind of, where am I? Yeah. you can all look up this, copy this and look at it. This is for Vidal. This is for Vidal. And another one we are looking at is Paramount. I will give you the Paramount link. Paramount has a 4%, 70. So we will not go there. Paramount has very poor ratio. They had to know Paramount. They had suggested Raksha. Raksha is also one which they suggested. Raksha has 83%. So yeah, it's good that we have this discussion. Hitesh, Richie, it looks like Vidal has one of the best ratios.
Sir, also Vidal is doing presently the health insurance policies of Infosys and Wipro.
Even for NABARD, my policy is also serviced by the same. And we have, what we have done is we have a dedicated 2-line communication with them, one mid-level and one very senior level with NABARD. That's because it's corporate. We will try to get some kind of an arrangement like that if it is possible.
Perfect, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So we will go by the Tpa settlement rate ratio. Then the other one, because the 70% there is a ratio to the amount paid to the premium collected ratio, which every insurance company tries to keep it at 70%. So that ratio is known something else, that is claim settlement ratio and claim some other ratio. There are 2 ratios. I'm not
so it's
sure
claim to premium ratio, simple.
Yeah, it's called something else. In fact, we had looked at all this and even told our digital fellow when we gave them the caveat. I'm not able to find that email now. Somehow I'm not able to find it. Yeah.
Has one of us kind of put down the key points that we've discussed today so that we can, in our respective region groups or batch groups, kind of communicate this? No. Okay, so
yeah, it is called claim incurred ratio. There are 3 ratios. One is a claim settlement ratio, the other is a claim incurred ratio, and the third is the repudiation ratio.
We are trying to do the recording of the same, and we'll figure it out if how much is the retraceable from there.
What is the question?
No, about the point. If we have made the point of this discussion.
We will come back tomorrow, day after. I think there's a series which Richie is.
No, Mohan, like point was like whatever we had discussed for them to propagate in their own groups. We are having a recording of this. We'll try to dig out the points and try to share it.
We will, yeah, true. But we will based on these questions, we are trying to put together another FAQ. See.
And may I request like whosoever has raised a point, if they are satisfied, at least they can write it back to Shreyas or Richie so that it becomes a compilation itself.
Fantastic idea. If all of you can just right now type and send it to us, this is your question and this was the answer to which you whatever satisfied answer is there. This is the FAQ, the response. So 5 of 10 of you write to us. We will just have to do that. We're doing a hell of a lot of heavy lifting, friends.
We require lots of support, actually.
One suggestion.
Nice yeah, sure, go ahead.
Quick suggestion, Hitesh sir. Can we circulate the video link as well? Many a time,
we'll see. Like this is our first try about the video link. We are not sure whether how it will be coming out.
Yeah, in fact, this video link, Gautam, it has to, in this free version, I don't think there is a.
No, we have borrowed it from Alvey.
Oh, okay. Then they will have. we can put it, that link can be linked to the YouTube and it will be available.
Everybody can see on the left hand side top, you can see the recording button is on.
Okay, Ram Prasad, I think, I don't know whether you've left, but you've been very, very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just want to put this up. I know that all of you in the EC have a regular job to do, and this is extra work for you. If you could spell out, how we could help, then maybe we could share some of your burden.
Gautam, is very simple. Like if you see the maximum number of people from our batch have taken the insurance. I've spoken to all my batchmates, and allay their fears, given them the question, answer. Maybe like in case you are not in position to give the answer, you can ask us and you can give them the answer. It's a closed group like which can be propagated. Is a like what is called the way the amoeba grows, the same way we can grow. Okay, James, it was really nice seeing you after so many years. And if all of us can show each other our face, at least we will recall it for many, many years.
James, I last met you at Manipal about when I was young.
I had forgotten his Jyoti's name, but I was recalling her as well, like. And because in our batch, Annie and Satish married, and in their batch, Jyoti and James married. So it was a good, nice memories. And I'm sure like all of you will support how to propagate it further.
Yeah, I think our batch is, my batch 83, 85 is quite active.
Govi has been the big support, like he's been extending all sorts of help. But unfortunately, like I shared on my group, like how many people from which batch have come. Some of the batches, mainly we wanted this to be taken by the junior batches. Unfortunately, the junior batches are not coming forward. We have no idea why it's happening. Shreyas, you'll have to talk to your friends, and if they have questions, we'll have to answer. Anybody from junior batches, please let us know how we can help them. Because the idea is all senior, we have lots of insurances with us, but we are still taking it. But the juniors, if they don't have the insurance and something happens to them, then it becomes very, very difficult for the families.
Well, it was good to see you all, and hope to see you again.
Yeah, would love to.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
So would there be a coverage for pre-existing conditions? Jyotsna, we have responded to you. This is her.
Jyotsna, we require this on the WhatsApp because whatever you put on the chat, it goes away after the.
It's just the subgroup, sir, in the WhatsApp. That's why I was sending it out here. But yeah, definitely, if there is any such question, I'll definitely respond.
Because the chat goes away after some time.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Okay.
How do we manage data protection issue with data management firm? Have they signed an NDA?
Yes.
As discussed with Alive guys, Mohan, they have taken care of all the data protection issues. I will try to get some relevant documents from them about the data security and maybe put it through.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
But on the way to the platform, Google might steal your data.
We have been sharing data everywhere while booking the cab or the other thing, while buying the commodities. But when it comes to the good cause like this, then the people are questioning. I really get surprised. Okay. I'm sure Gautam is laughing. He must have given this Aadhaar card many places.
I often wonder, am I some president of of India or the United States or what that, meaning, meaning fair enough, that's a valid concern. But
Anyway,
what is
Gautam,
it that I have to protect,
Gautam, next time when I'm in Gurgaon, please come from Alwar. I would like to meet you.
Yeah, there is not one supermarket in India who doesn't ask for your mobile number when you bill, and unthinkingly most of us give it. We don't even ask. So, no, but nevertheless, to be on the other side, yeah, the document we have signed has been vetted by experts. We both in the website as well as with the contract we have with the digital platform providers, service providers. Obviously there are NDA clauses there. When you sign the contract, we have ensured it is there. There is also some amount of morality involved, ethics involved. These kids are from the XLRI. Actually, the Alive platform is run by XLRI alumni, and they were able to crack this affinity group for XLRI as their contribution to their alumni. They run a digital platform even otherwise, and then they were able to provide it for IIT Kanpur and IIT one more, BHU, I think. We are the fourth in the line: XLRI, IIT Kanpur, IIT BHU, and now Irma is also coming on. All those, so this minimum data, somewhere you have to share. There is no way we can do this without data, So,
Mohan sir, just a request, if the current status could be shared with all. Most of us are talking to our batch people, but if the goal is farther away, the push will become harder from our side. Out of 1,000, how many where have we reached?
Around 100.
Yeah, we can put it out on the website, whatever contracts we have signed. When the alumni elect a group of people to manage your alumni, if you want us to come back every second to, get a thumbs up on what has been done, it's very difficult to run it,
No, Mohan, what he's asking, like, how many people have signed up?
Oh, sorry.
So,
would we have this data batch-wise?
I'm not sure, see, the numbers are very, very horribly low.
Gautam, I'll put it on the alumni group. How many people from which group have taken up? Okay.
Let me, actually, this group, before you close on that, Gautam and all of you, let us see it from both sides. Now, suppose we come and tell you that 80 people, 90 people have signed up. What is a message? From our side, the message is that, see, look here, very few people have done, this is a good product, please sign up. How is the message read? The message could largely be read as, oh God, this is going to be an infructuous scheme. Let me not put my money and lose it.
Again, the glass is empty or the glass is full.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, if this doesn't work, we are going to refund everything to the people. It is actually programmed to flow back to your source account. Wherever the money came from, it will flow back to your source account. Unfortunately, the service fees and the gateway fees cannot be paid back. And there will be a duplication of the gateway fee because, again, you'll have to use the gateway to pay back. So that is a loss element involved in this, some 5, 7, 6% is a loss element in this. 5%, I think, 1 plus 2.5%, I think, if you go back. Otherwise, it is 1.5, 1.75%, including the 100 rupee.
Mohan, I'm not.
Worst come to worst, we will make good that money either from collections or from the IAA.
Mohan, excuse me. I'm not calculating that. I'm very sure with the kind of support we are seeing, we'll be sailing through.
No, I'm
Like-
saying whether I'm asking all of you.
No, I'm not
whether
in.
I'm asking, no, Videsh, मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि whether we should put out that number or not.
Just wait, like since yesterday.
I don't
we are
think
just
it add much value other than plant one more doubt in the people. As of today, we are saying you sign up. Now, if you say only 70 are signed up, or 90 are signed up, or 100 are signed up, we are also saying that, see, look here, the chances of this happening in the next 4 days, 6 days are remote.
Anyway, I'm telling everyone, 16 of my batch out of 40 people are signed up.
Let us not make it, as of now, my personal request is that let's not make it a play of numbers. Let's just, there is a purpose to it. There is a very definite, lofty purpose to this.
Chalo, anyway, we'll do it later. Okay.
Mohan, my experience, of organizing a few events where a large number was involved is that people are lazy, right? So I am quite confident we will sail through. It's just that lazy people like yours truly,
Last day.
No,
Yeah,
second is
exactly.
like today again, many people have told me they are waiting for the salary.
Yeah. Not only that, Hitesh, let us also look at it from another angle. If you see the website signups, not forget the Alive, the website sign-ins, we have close to 700 this month. Ever since the insurance was, we started talking about the insurance, the website registrations increased from late, this is the month of July, late June, we started, saying that this is coming, we are now working on it, etc. We got this proposal on the 16th of June.
2,500 unique visitors.
So this month itself, we have about 700. What I'm thinking is that we said you sign up for the insurance and people signed up. So my sense is that the 700 people, at least 60%, 70% should be interested in it. Otherwise, there was no provocation for them to sign up suddenly. So conversion is the issue, Gautam. Conversion is an issue.
Mohan, my suggestion would be is let's identify one person from each batch and one person from each region. And like I said, my experience is that people are, it's not that they don't want to do things, they are just lazy. So somebody needs to make calls and push people to get things done. And I can understand how, how edgy all of you must have been, given the kind of hard work all of you put in, and you all want this to sail through. And I'm sure we also want this to sail through.
Somebody
Right?
told me now, and I am ready to, I cannot tell you.
Richie, I will, as far as our batch is concerned, so I will, make the phone calls for our batch and for people in Rajasthan. Yeah, so I will call up each person personally and see to it that they sign up. And if they have any doubts, then I think we can put them down on a piece of paper and try and resolve them.
Right. Gautam, we are in the process of identifying the right people in the batches, because most of the people on the batch rep group itself are inactive. So nothing is happening. That's the problem. So we are in the process of identifying. We'll come to that soon.
Great. And, I think you need to share your burden. You can at least count on me for the next 7 days. If you need any help, please let me know. Yeah, but
I have already asked you a month back, if you remember.
Okay,
As
EC
far as
members,
Rajasthan
I'll just
and as
share
far
the
as-
experiences of how it is happening in my batch, and you'll get an idea of the process through which the whole discussion is going through. So the numbers in terms of...
I'm sure which batch is this? Which batch is this?
22nd.
22, okay.
So, for example, I and Atul, 2 people of my batch are kind of replying to the queries that are getting generated. And it so happens that 2 of our batchmates are also working in insurance field. So they either will have some queries or suggestions. So that is helping us. In terms of the numbers, I don't see they have signed. So you probably would have 1 or 2 only which have signed. But in terms of people who are asking queries, exactly these kind of paid is covered or not, are there any exclusions, what is the room rent coverage, because people are not taking the onus of going through the FAQs, which have been beautifully defined.
Anshul, sorry to interject. We had one question whether this 10,000 rupees is a per day room or otherwise. I don't know what otherwise would mean. Mean that if you have a 10-day internment, you will have 1,000 rupee room. Is that what we meant? I don't know. But when you ask such questions, I mean, I don't know really what to how to reply even, you know.
I think
not that I don't know, but I don't know the motivation of such a question, you know.
I think why people are a little nervous is because, you know, when I go to take an individual policy, the insurance company gives me a 40-page document. Of course, none of us read through font 2 size, right? But the fact that we have something in writing makes us that much more comfortable, right? Here in this case, UII has given us, I think, a 1.5-page document where some clauses are possibly not as clearly spelled out.
No, we will work on that. We will try to get a better document. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I'm sure the numbers will go up in the days to come. Yeah, and
no, Anshul, sorry, I interrupted you. Please carry on.
So the way I'm seeing is that the more clear they become in terms of the nuances. And one thing that I feel on the communication side, at the launch, we didn't communicate the features, who the insurer are and all. That plus there were some faltu ke posts coming up to kind of spoil the mood. But nonetheless, after 4-5 days, what has come is of high quality stuff, FAQs and the other properties that are getting shared. Now people are getting interested and they're asking relevant questions, because from the questions itself, you can make whether they are putting their mind together or not. Conversions will take time, probably 3 days, probably 6 days, probably there may be a requirement for us to extend the date, but I see a possibility of we crossing 1,000 without much an effort if this pace continues. So that's my sense.
So Anshul, Gautam, Mohit and all, whoever are left here, one request is that, you know, kind of spread the good word around, you know, see the motivational things and, you know, somewhere, you know, say that at the end of the day, this is one of the best we could get. In fact, none of the other alumni have got it. And, you know, so this kind of a reach.
Yeah, in my batch, yeah, sir, in my batch, I have been doing it. People have certain queries, so I am better equipped to answer to those, and I would get back to them. I hope this number we will certainly cross 1,000. You know, last moment push. So we will cross this 1,000 number.
Thank you so much. So, ye bhi bataiye, for example, you know, why the FAQs were delayed. See, we were also, see, all of us are working, you know, even after retirement, I'm still working. You know, I've been traveling around. Many of you know that, you know, you meet here and there and all of that. And so we also needed to take time out and prepare this damn thing, you know. When you start working on the FAQ, suddenly we realize हमारे पास वो data नहीं है, वो information नहीं है, हमें reach out करना पड़ता है. They are available, they are not available, but then we cannot put something in writing unless we are sure of it. So it takes time, you know, email करना, response आना है, देखना है, clarify करनी है. So that is why we are not delaying any information. But what we thought, what happened was we got 60-day window. They gave us this on the 16th of June and 16th of July, 16th of August. We have 60 days too. That is a holding period for the court. You know, the terms are frozen for 60 days. So the first thing we wanted to do was to announce it, So we took a little bit of time. 24th, I think we announced, because we again had to see the committee also has to meet. We had to do the comparative statement. We have to arrive, we convince ourselves that, okay, this is the best. We took the help of Avik, people like OP we consulted, who is in the insurance sector, all of that, So that is something which you could do, that it takes time to respond in quality terms to people, So that also you can say, it is not that we are trying to give you less information and all. Absolutely not. So thank you so much for the interest, and Shreyas, you have to really step up. You have got all the blessings from the top. And Richie too. You can't escape. So please do. Thank you so much. Thank you. So
but I think you guys can rest assured that the numbers will go up. Yeah.
Thank you so much. In fact, yeah, maybe the salary is coming. There was a last minute rush.
I don't think it's as much an issue of the salary as that of the fact that the deadline is the 6th of August, and so I can chill out.
Yeah. कल का और काम है तो परसों देखेगा. That is true. Very true. मेरा भी ऐसा होता है. So thanks a lot. Thanks for all the encouragement and spread the good.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
bye. Ichi.
Bye.
Thanks, Gautam. I really
Yes.
appreciate all your help.
Yeah, bye.
Now I know what batchmates do.
Now, Richie, so I will devote time until the 6th of August. Yeah. Would you have a list of our batchmates? Is that possible?
I'll
Can
share.
you send that to me?
I'll
So
do.
I will call up each one of them and compile a document on what I've heard from them, so that we can get maximum numbers signed in from our batch. And I will also personally connect with everyone in the Rajasthan group and see to it that if they have any queries.
We are doing that actually. हम लोग कल से यही कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि every batch at least 2 people, because हमारा batch तो छोटा है. What about the 250 guys वाला batch है?
True.
We are trying to find out people कि हर batch में we can put somebody की call कर लो.
I will also speak with somebody in the 40th batch I am reasonably friendly with, to see if she can take on this responsibility of personally calling their batchmates.
Sure. Please.
Yeah? So देखो.
Even if everybody takes 1 or 2 का responsibility, तो भी हो जाएगा, spread out हो जाएगा.
Exactly.
Okay.
So ठीक है यार, not to worry यार, आप चिंता मत करो यार.
Thank you, Gautam, and thank you, Anshul. Thank you, you too.
What I will do is I will right now put down a few questions that I had and write the answers to them and WhatsApp them to you, so that you can include that in the FAQ document that you're compiling.
Yeah.
चलो.
मैं बताऊं कि Mohan has been literally working overnight. He has had sleepless nights. We all are doing whatever best we can. अब
वो
इससे
दिख ही रहा है ना, तो दिख रहा है वो ना. So मैं इसीलिए I didn't want to take up any of this, because if you seriously do your work, then it is a
मैंने भी
lot of
मना
work.
किया था, मैं हितेश को ना नहीं बोल पाई, बस उतना ही.
It's a lot of work if you want to do a good job.
Yeah.
So anyways, so not to worry. Chalo, tada.
Bye. Thanks, Anshul.
Bye, Anshul.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.